think he must drink a lot of whiskey. Blackford was trampled by Britons as claiming Scottish pensioners to be compensed by the UK. This man takes stupidity to a whole new level. The SNP went on to admit it could not do without the support of UK taxpayers. Why should they be compensated? The SNPs are the ones who will throw Scottish pensioners under a bus because the SNP wants to break away from the UK, not the other way around. Ian Blackford has doubled its request from the UK government to fund a Scottish pension in an independent Scotland. The leader of the SNP in Westminster has argued that if Scotland were to be independent, it would take care of its own pension. However, Ian Blackford also told Kay Burley that the SNP would negotiate to assure the UK government that Scottish pensioners would be adequately compensated by the British Treasury. If I were Scots, would I really worry about Nicola and Blackford's ability to dominate the Scots in the future? They are stealing money all the time in an absurd and silly way. Scotland will face a £181 billion settlement if they become independent. This drove Blackford crazy and made false statements. Mr. Blackford has said, "One of the things we will do when we become independent is we will be responsible for pensions in Scotland. We've just seen the removal of the triple lock, for example, so we're going to take our responsibility, but of course in these negotiations, we want to make sure that when we talk about assets and liabilities, they will be well compensated for the contribution people have made looking forward to a pension. We will take care of our pensioners." One day, Blackford said that the UK would be obligated to pay Scottish pensions after an independence vote. How wrong he was. He has now softened to beg Britain to pay. Scotland will leave the UK and not vice versa. Accordingly, Scotland will have to pay all of their bills plus 20%. The leader of the SNP Westminster also said his party was very concerned about tensions between Russia and Ukraine. "We have to tell Russia, to President Putin and his supporters, that they have to pull out," Blackford said. This is a worrisome time, the potential threat of a Russian military strike in Ukraine giving little thought to the consequences that would mean for the Ukrainian people. "We absolutely have to reiterate that we stand with them." He asserted that a very direct response would be needed if Russia were to invade, with sanctions of the absolute highest level being imposed in these cases. "I don't think Putin will pay attention to the words of this beggar. His words have never been valid. Please go away. He is just a shame to the common sense people of Scotland."